The story of Mason Dominguez. Welcome to the Fear Extreme. We discuss the most mysterious and terrifying cases all over the world. Las Vegas. On a corner lot of Saddlebrook Park Drive sits a two-story, three-bedroom home, its earthy stucco and cream trim fading into the desert landscape. It's an unassuming house nestled into a small, unassuming neighborhood of newly built properties about 10 miles northeast of the Strip. "It's so quiet here," one resident said. "Nothing ever happens." Heavenly Way, the neighborhood's only entrance and exit, is befitting of those descriptions. But a secret kept hidden for months inside that corner house on Saddlebrook Park Drive would shatter the peaceful image of this neighborhood and send shockwaves through the Las Vegas community. The homeowner, 35-year-old Brandon Toseland, had been holding his girlfriend against her will in the house since early December, according to authorities. He kept her separated from her 7-year-old daughter and away from the garage where he was hiding the body of his girlfriend's son. The mother had sent a note to school with her oldest daughter earlier that day that said Toseland had become abusive weeks ago and that she was being held against her will in her home, where Toseland also lived. Police are investigating after a child was found dead in a freezer in a Las Vegas home. The body was found in a garage freezer. Toseland has a history of prior nonviolent arrests, all in California, dating back to 2005. In 2010, he was arrested for driving over 70 miles per hour under the influence of drugs and alcohol. He was found guilty and sentenced. In 2011, he was convicted again of driving under the influence with a suspended license. Toseland was arrested Tuesday after Clark County School District police officers contacted the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department shortly before 9 a.m. After school officials told police about the letter, Mason's mother and Toseland, who is not the father of either child, were pulled over at a traffic stop around 10 a.m., Law and Crime reported. Her mother told officers during an interview that Toseland was abusing her and had been told not to leave the house, go into the garage, or ask about her missing son, police said. She went on to say that she believed her son, whom she had not seen since December 11th, was dead. The last time she saw Mason, Toseland had locked him in the master bedroom of the house after the boy fell ill, she said. She then said that Toseland admitted that Mason had died, but that it was an accident. Toseland took her cell phone from her, began to bind/tie her up, and handcuff her inside the vehicle, impeding her freedom of movement, her arrest record said. Detectives noted that at the time of the arrest on Tuesday, handcuffs were found in the passenger seat where the mother was. On weekdays, she and Toseland would leave the house to drop her daughter off at school and pick her up, according to Stubbs. While in the car, handcuffed to the passenger seat, the woman would sneak a sticky note from a pad kept inside the vehicle. Fearing death if she was caught, Stubbs said, the mother was able to write notes, little by little, and hide them from Mr. Toseland. About 8 or 9 notes about their captivity and concerns that her son was dead were written over the course of roughly 2 months. 2 days before their escape, Stubbs said, Mason's mother was finally allowed to sleep next to her daughter. That night, she coached the young girl through the plan. The daughter, Stubbs said, followed her mother's instructions, delivered the notes to her teacher, and the school contacted police, ending her captivity. She then said, "When my family or I didn't get to see Mason, we missed him and his sister so much, but knowing we'll never see Mason again hurts the whole family 1,000 times more. We had always hoped to see him again, at least once, just to give him a hug. Kiss and tell him we love him. To know that Mason was loved, he will live on through all of his family members, friends, his father, and most importantly, his older sister." According to the fundraiser, Mason's father died of pneumonia last year at age 29, and the family plans to purchase the burial plot right next to his father. A neighbor told KVVU-TV, "We've been a quiet neighborhood. We are a new and quiet neighborhood." They went on to say that they had contacted the HOA this month after suspecting a U-Haul truck parked outside the home where the boy was found. The neighbor added, "Within the last week and a half, he has been sitting in front of that house and we have contacted the HOA again." Brandon Toseland was arrested for the charges of murder of a preschool-aged child. Police believed that the body of the dead child had been freezer since December last year. The police officer said Toseland was initially detained on 2 kidnapping charges and will now in addition face an open murder charge. The police must be investigating the case.